water bottles with the day of the week and the number, so that they know that they're getting four 16-ounce bottles throughout the course of the day, or the recommended daily allowance of 64 ounces, which might be a little bit too aggressive for some people. I just filled the water bottle and keep on going with it. I use a big fan of the Clean Canteen. Now this is actually not the Clean Canteen. Hydro Flask is the new variety. But some people don't do that, which I have a little bit of a problem with. I have close and personal friends and family who refuse to figure out the reusable bottle thing. They're fine with getting, plastic containers filled with water rather than using a filter at home and doing it that way. There's a tremendous amount of waste. It accentuates our dependence on petroleum, and they're aware of this issue, but they're content with it. So I don't know about that. I've expressed my disappointment on more than one occasion, but it's like, as the expression says, beating a dead horse. Do you know that expression, Fernando? Yeah. I don't like beating horses. They're actually quite nice people. All right. So Ferdinando and I are big fans of water. Do you eat? Do you drink water while you are eating? That's a question heavily debated. It's all not that heavily debated, but 30 minutes before and then 30 minutes after. Drinking water while you eat, maybe not so good. That's my question today. Do you, drink anything while you're eating, or do you, similar to me, just go dry most of the time? I used to experiment with this, which is a little bit kooky. But if you've been watching these, you might realize that I might be a little bit kooky. Just a little bit, Wally? Yep, just a little bit. I used to time it, so like I couldn't have anything to drink 30 minutes before, 30 minutes after, and, there wasn't really any sort of measurable. It's very difficult to know if that's best case scenario or not. People don't really know. The way to do it is to try not drinking anything 30 minutes before or 30 minutes after, and see if, your digestion is any better. Maybe you feel a little better, maybe you don't. In which case, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't work for you. But the rule of thumb with water, 64 ounces, 8 cups. What does that work out into? It's close to a liter, 2 liters. 2 liters of water, roughly. Yes, right, 2 liters. 2,000 milliliters. Pretty quick. Yeah, you're like barrel monkeys today, Wally, with all of your crazy talk about water. It's like, it's nowhere near as exciting as a Ferris wheel. So. Alright. Well, so my question is to you for today is, do you drink water while you eat? Or anything while you eat? Oh, another thing that I wanted to say real quick is, a lot of people think that if you drink, say, 8 cups of coffee a day, or you drink 8 beers a day, that you're getting your 8 water, your 8 portions of water per day. I think anything with booze and or caffeine is void. So if you're drinking, say like 8 cups of caffeinated tea per day, and you're thinking that you're getting the amount of water that you need to stay hydrated, I think that you're not, because caffeine and alcohol are both diuretic, meaning they suck the water out of you. So you're actually doing more harm than good with anything with alcohol and or caffeine. So you've got to actually increase your water intake in order to combat the drinks that you had with alcohol and caffeine. So I'd like to hear about that, whether or not anybody agrees or disagrees with me, especially for those of you, you know who I'm referring to, that use that train of logic. Anyhow, hope all is well. And for me and Fernando, the talking duck, we'll see you tomorrow.